Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another example for Qshell command, where we will see how we can utilize the find Qshell command in order to list down all those files which hold a particular permission. Okay, so there are various scenarios in project where we are supposed to fetch only those files which satisfy or fulfill the specific conditions of file permission. Okay, so in that case we can easily utilize the find qshell command. Okay, so how we are going to discuss in this session, firstly I'll show you the requirement. We will discuss on requirement, like what are conditions where we can utilize those things, right? And once it is cleared, then we will understand the permissions, because we know in one of our previous session we already discussed like how we can use ls-l command in order to list down the permissions, right? But those permissions are not in or are not in numeric values, right? But for find command we need permissions in numeric values. So that's why firstly I'll show you how we can convert the permission given in the uh, like permission given in the file. For example, let's say uh, if rw is given, right, read write, so how we can convert it to the numeric value, that thing we will discuss, because this is very important thing. Without it, you are not like you cannot list down the file on the basis of its permission, because in find command we are supposed to provide only the numeric values. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to start the discussion. So for that, what I will do, firstly I'll write here work lnk command. Okay, what work lnk command will do, it will open this work with object links. Okay, work with object link screen. Now on this screen you can see we are using the directory /home/sharmit. This is my by default directory. In your case it would be different. Okay, in your case it would be different. It would be /home/sharmit. Like in my case it is /home/sharmit. Let's say if your username is abc, so it will show /home/abc. Okay, now here let's say if I move to a particular directory, for example we will take this Sharmit as a demo. Okay, so here you can see we have multiple files, but there is one file with name ts.txt. So what we'll do now, I'll show you how we can fetch the permission for this particular file, which is ts.txt. Once we got the permission, then we will convert it to numeric values, and then those numeric values we will use in order to list down the file with its permission using find qshell command. Okay, so yeah, I think we are good now to start with the discussion. All right, so let me show you the command. Firstly you need to write here qsh. What qsh will do, it will open the qshell command prompt. Qsh will do, it will open the qshell command prompt. On pressing enter you can see it is showing the qshell command entry screen, where we will run one command ls-l. This is very important thing, so don't miss, otherwise it will give you error, because understanding the requirement is much more tricky thing. Instead of like copy paste, you can do, you can copy the command and you can run it, right? But if you don't know in which scenario we are supposed to use those commands, then it would be not that much of beneficial for us, right? So for that I'm explaining you each and every basic step that we can perform in order to fetch the data on the basis of file permission. So just write ls-l and hit enter. What it will do, it will list on all the files with its permission. So here, if you look at this file, which is -rw. So this is the permission. I have already explained this thing, right? Output of ls-l. So you can refer that previous session if you don't know. But for now, I am just focusing on the permission, like this is the permission. Now what we will do, we will convert this permission into numeric values. So for that, I'm opening my scratchpad here, because here I've noted down a couple of information. So let's walk through it. All right, so I've just copied it, this line for ts.txt here on a scratchpad. Here you can see we have -rw -rw -rw. Okay, now in numeric we can represent a read with letter R. Now to convert the letter R into numeric value, we will use the value 4. Similarly, for write we use the letter small w and we denote it with numeric value 2. Likewise, for execute we use the letter X and we denote it in numeric value by 1. Okay, so I think now it is clear. 4, 2, 1. 4 is for read, 2 is for write, and 1 is for execute. Now if you look at again these permission for this ts.txt file, which is -rw -rw -rw. So here the permission would become r means read 4, write means 2, which is for write we will use 2. So now the combination like 4 and 2 is 6, so the value become 666 666. Why? For rw 6, then again rw 6 and again rw 6. So we have converted the value to 666. Clear? So I think now we are good and we know how we can convert the permission into numeric values. So now what we will do, we will try to use find command now in order to list down the file which contains the permission 666. So for that you can simply write qsh and here you can write find space, then here you can put your file path. So in my case I'll put /home /sharmit /text sharmit, then space, and if I write -type space f, so what it will do, it will list down all the files which is present in my directory text sharmit. Okay, but these are not the files which we are looking for, right? Because we are looking for only those files which satisfy the permission of 666. So for that what we will do, we will modify it. So to modify, again I'll write find /home, but this is I just show you because right now it is showing all the files, but we are looking for a specific permission file. So for that you can write find space /home /sharmit /text sharmit, then space -type f space, then -perm denoting permission, then you can write 666. Now if you check on internet you can directly find this command, right? It is not that hard. But how this 666 is coming, this thing we have discussed. What all things we are supposed to do here, what all things we are not supposed to do here, that thing we are discussing, and that's the reason I am explaining each and every topic in a separate session. So if I hit enter here, you can see it is printing only one file because this is the only file which is fulfilling the condition permission of 666. Clear? So yeah, I think now we are okay with this command and we know how we can use find command in order to list down the files with the permission 666. If there are like other files which with the same permission, it will also populate that. Okay. So now I recommend you to go and check out these things in detail and explore by yourself, because this is the best way to practice any topic. Okay. So now we are good with this thing. So let's see how we can utilize the same command on clle program. So you can see program to find all the files with a particular permission. So for that, first of all, we need to declare one variable. So simply write dcl take f4 and provide your variable name, type, storage and length. If you don't know the basic, I request you go and check out the previous sessions because there we have already discussed these things, right? Once like variable declaration is okay, then you can simply hit enter. Then you can use chgvar command in order to set the file. So you can see find space /home /sharmit /text sharmit hyphen type f hyphen perm hyphen space 666. So this is the same command which we have already discussed on the Qshell prompt. Then we are good. So now you can write strqsh, provide variable name, which is command, and then we are good with the program. So it's time to compile and see the output. So compile now. You can see output is coming as ts.txt, which is correct because we have already verified this thing using Qshell command. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.